No way. No way. Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here, coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. So, having a discussion video for you guys. Just want to talk to you guys for a little bit about, okay, first of all, yes, the year of 2025 is going to be insane. They're coming out with a lot of heat. A lot of heat. I'm thinking like over 50 pair of like almost OG colorways, not including like we're supposed to get Fragment, Travis Scott's, you know, shattered backboards, bread ones, like all that craziness. We just talked about yesterday the Black Cat 4s and the Taxi 12s. So there's tons of heat coming out next year. I'm thinking, I don't know what Nike's doing. I mean, obviously it's because they want to build the hype back up. They want to make more sales. So what they're doing, they're bringing back all these great, you know, colorways that we haven't seen in a while. So with that being said, we did get some news, but it did get kind of canceled out, all right? So I do want to make a discussion about this Chicago one supposedly supposed to be coming out in 2025 in an 85 high format, which would have been great. Shouts to Z Sneakerhead, man. He's always, you know, I actually did have a discussion with him. I talked to him in DC SneakerCon and how, you know, when he drops news, he wanted to be 100% confirmed. And he did confirm, like, hey, I was seeing a whole bunch of sneaker blogs. Like, yes, the 85 high Chicagos are coming back out next year in 2025. My first thought was, what? Why? Like, that's crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. That would have been fantastic. But I just thought it was kind of unnecessary in a way because, one, okay, we had the Chicago one 2015 pair, right? I get it. It's been 10 years since we had the 2015 pair, all right? And then next year in 2025 is going to be the 40-year anniversary, so it kind of makes sense. They want to bring everything back out, but we're coming out with a whole bunch of heat, a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to get the bread one highs, the 85 high bread ones, and then later this year we're going to get the reimagined black toes. So for us to get another Chicago, I'm just thinking like, bro, if they were to drop next year, the same time we're gonna get an 85 high bread one and a Chicago, what's there left to look later on in the next years in 2026? I was like, man, that would have been crazy. Because if you guys didn't know, yes, Jordan brand with Jordan 1s, they're not gonna come out with OG colorways just as like an OG like high. Instead, the only time they're going to bring out OG colorways is if they're going to do either a reimagine or an 85 high. Now, we've been waiting for a Chicago 85 high. Like, that will get crazy. That will be super monumental. It will come back full circle. The way how they came out back in 1985, you know, obviously with better technology and better leather. But that's how we want it, right? And we were waiting for that for a long time. But obviously, that news got canceled. It's fake news. It's not gonna come out Chicago ones. In a way, I'm kind of happy because, like, again, 2015 pair. I know, I get it, 10 years ago. But literally, was it last? Yeah, 2 years ago. And last year, we just got the Lost and Founds. It's basically a Chicago one. And I get it. It's not exactly all leather. It's that vintage. You know, people want the Chicago one, the format, the OG way, right? Look, we still got the Lost and Found, so it still technically counts as a Chicago one colorway. Usually they don't mess with Chicago one colorways too often. Like, we don't get a lot of, like, you know, OG Air Jordan 1 Chicago just keep coming out back and forth. You know, we might get different variations like the Spider-Mans, you know, maybe like a low, high, but they do something different. You know, we don't really get like an actual OG just like that. So if that would have came out, it would have been insane. I would have said, listen guys, the sneaker game is back next year. The sneaker game is back. Matter of fact, I would even say Jordan 1, the hype would have been back, you know, obviously. But, you know, it obviously got canceled. So I'm kind of low-key a little happy about it because, A, if all these shoes are coming out next year, I literally gonna have to start saving right now. Like, I'm gonna have to stop buying everything towards now to the end of the year till next year so I can start to save money so I can buy some shoes that I want next year. I'm already being very selective of what I buy, at least to keep for a personal. But man, it gets crazy, man. Like in 2025, it's gonna get crazy. I mean, we already saw the list. I mean, it's already crazy that like it wouldn't make sense if we got a OG 85 high Chicago's, because hey, we're supposed to get the Union ones. It's gonna come out look like a Chicago colorway, supposedly. We have to wait till number, you know, obviously it's just mock-up pictures. That's what everybody wants. But shattered backboard ones, metallic 5, what is it? Ferrari 14s. We getting Flu Game 12s, the Mellow 12s, Aqua 8s, and just some ones that we gotta talk about. The bread ones are coming out next year, like we said. Even the UNC reimagines are coming out next year, because usually every year we always get one reimagined Air Jordan 1 and then one 85 high. Usually we don't get two, and that's not even counting the 4s that we're gonna get next year, which is like the reimagined white cements. I think people are gonna go crazy for the black cats we were talking about yesterday, and the 2 colorway of SBs next year. I mean, think about it. That is crazy amount of heat that we're getting next year in 2025. I'm just wondering, like, how are we gonna save our money for this, right? That being said, you know what? I'm glad that the Chicago's, you know, I would like to see the Chicago 85 high in 2026 or later. Maybe even 4 years from now. I would like to see it because, like, again, we already got the lost and founds. I mean, if people don't have the lost and founds or didn't like it, then I don't know, too bad. You know, but I am kind of happy that they're not coming back out. I would like to see the Chicago 185 high, like, at least 2 to 3 years later. You know, after, like in 2028 or 2026, something like that. You know, I would like to see it later down the road, not back to back. Like I said, give me time to enjoy the 85 high breads. Give me time to enjoy the lost and founds, okay? I can't keep buying all these shoes back to back all the time, all right? And honestly, even the reimagined black toes, the only reason if I do decide to get them is because it has a little bit of story on it, you know, the signature. You know, I'm not really feeling the text, but you know, it's all good. But even my black toes are still pretty clean, and I don't really beat up and destroy my shoes that crazy. You know, I don't wear my sneakers every single day, so there's a lot of my shoes here are kind of like very near DS. I don't like to beat up my shoes, to be honest. And with all this heat coming out that's supposedly coming out in 2025, who knows if a lot of this stuff is going to get pushed back in, you know, for the next years or yeah, in years coming. Like, we know these shoes are coming out. Like, we know that these SB4s, Unions, shattered backboards and all that, we know these are all coming out. Black Cat 4s, we all know it's coming out, but who knows if it's gonna get pushed back in later years, because it's just too much stuff. It's a lot of heat, and I get it, man. I'm just saying, like, I can't buy shoes every single week for the entire year. There's only 52 weeks in a year. Just saying, you know. Something, you know, for all the sneaker leakers out there, all the blogs and pages and stuff, like, can we just tone it down just a little bit? You know, we already got a lot. We already got a lot of stuff. Can we just save it? You know, like, can we just be the kid at Christmas every once in a while? You know, just saying. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to make this quick little video, guys, just to let you guys know. Yes, I know a lot of you guys heard about the whole Chicago should be coming out in 2025, but just to let you guys know, yes, it's fake news. It's not coming out yet. According to my guys, Sneakerhead, if they do, I'll be kind of like, well, there it goes. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to say, hey, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at JumpmanChris on IG, sometime on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm JumpmanChris. Peace.